Hello, we're the Huge Movie Fanatics here on YouTube, coming to you to review Martin Scorsese's, Hugo.
Hugo, yeah.
It's like, Taxi?
Is that impressive?
Taxi, yeah, right, exactly. Which unfortunately, that's kind of my take on it. I saw the trailers, or the trailer probably, what did I see? I think it might have been, because I saw Transformers 3 in the theater in 3D, and it might have been before Transformers 3, because I remember seeing the trailer in 3D.
Yeah.
And I think it was, and I was like, oh god, that's a dumb, like Thanksgiving, Christmas time, kid movie, whatever, I'm not going to see it. And then when you were like, we were talking about the artist trailer, you're like, oh, Hugo, silent film, because I didn't know anything it was about. It just looked like a
They made it look like a Harry Potter knockoff,
yeah,
and it's not at all. Like, there's no magic in the movie, really, at all.
I know.
Yeah.
There's nothing great about it. So then I watched the movie. So then I watched it. I just buy movies because I figure, I don't know why. Well, because there's nowhere to rent them. I mean, I'm not gonna do online or give credit card numbers to boxes. So I just pretty much buy movies, and because I don't buy very many of them, so I can, it's all right to splurge. So I got it, and I'm like, oh man. Or actually, no, my mom got this one because she liked it. She saw it at the theater, and she got this, so I got to see it, or I saw it, and it was like, oh my gosh, like the first 30 minutes for me were like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's beautiful gold.
Beautiful gold?
Yeah, did you not like the first 30 minutes?
Oh no, I didn't like the
Oh, really?
I was like, nothing's happening.
I really like that opening silence segment, because it's all sort of done in silence, and you're just watching that ticking clock and him tinkering with the clocks.
I mean 30 minutes, not 30 seconds. I'm talking about the first.
Oh, it went on for like 12 minutes at least.
So it was like the opening what? Credits or what?
Before the credits, before it said Hugo, like it's 10 minutes before it says Hugo.
Is it going through stuff?
Yeah, he's going through the tunnels.
Do you come in from the city and then go into the building or something?
Going to the building, and then it zooms into him in the walls, and then you see him.
That was kind of cool, but I'm talking about the first 30 minutes. Yeah, and I was just like, what? He's doing this, and I can't. Like I said, I saw it once, and I can't really remember too much. But I'm like, why don't you take off? Because maybe I'll remember stuff.
I really like the movie because I'm a fan of movie love and whatnot. I sound like Woody Allen. Like Scorsese is obsessed with movies and movie history, and this is a movie about movie history and stuff like that. So I like that aspect, and it showed you really the insights on how to make a movie in those times and stuff like that. And the opening vignette was a little a silent film of its own, like, because it's pretty much played out just with music and stuff like that. I mean, you're hearing background voices, but they're not interfering with what's going on in the story or anything. You're just following this kid as he tinkers around the clocks and whatnot. I really liked that. And then it went on, and the movie's way too long.
For 30 minutes, and you're like, it's not doing anything.
The movie's way too long. I guess my ultimate problem with the movie, I did like it. I'm going to give it 3 stars. My ultimate problem with the movie is that I'm not a Martin Scorsese fan. And the reason why is he just shows you things as they happen and whatnot. And then you're supposed to... The Departed is an excellent example. Everything in that movie happened, but there's no emotional resonance that happens. You're not really attached to the characters in almost really any of his movies. You never really get attached to the characters that are in them. Like, you can't argue that he's a phenomenal filmmaker. No, he is. He's probably one of the best. But shouldn't you be shouldn't you be attached to these characters at some point?
I don't know. Maybe. So what are you saying? You want him to force attachment onto you, or how?
Not necessarily.
How is he supposed to attach you?
Like, I don't know. Like, the reason I mentioned the Departed is because that was a remake of a movie called The Infernal Affairs. But in the Infernal Affairs trilogy from was it Hong Kong?
I don't know.
It was a remake of The Infernal Affairs, and that is the exact same story, exact same movie, really.
Okay.
But you're so emotionally invested in those characters, so that when they die or when things happen, you really are attached, and you get like touched emotionally and whatnot when they start perishing. But in The Departed, it's just like bang, boom, somebody's dead. Oh, shit.
Darn it.
Whoa, can't believe that happened. That was shocking. But you're not, like, there's no emotional investment in any of his movies, really. Not even, like, Raging Bull or anything like that. Like, all of these are great movies. Taxi Driver, like, all of these are great movies. But at the end of the day, you're not really, like, for me, the emotional attachment to characters is insanely important. That's what makes, we just we're talking about...
Shark Night.
We were just talking about Prometheus, which makes me think Ripley. Like, you're really attached, even in Alien, to Ripley. Like, Ridley Scott made you attached to that character. James Cameron furthered that attachment so strongly. Like, almost any movie that, like the Scream series, like, you're attached to really all of those characters. But in... Hugo, I'm not really attached to the boy. I'm not really attached to George Millier.
Nothing.
Like,
It's just, I thought that the Ben Kingsley was just an asshole.
I mean, like, and that's my problem, I guess, with Martin Scorsese as a whole. But I mean, the movie's good. It's beautifully shot. The cinematography is just fabulous. The special effects were really quite good. I liked how they showed you how the silent films were made and stuff. Once they introduced the Uncle George, or Papa George, or whatever his name was. Yeah, I guess that's what it goes. When I saw it, I liked it a lot more than when I've sat and thought about it. My reviews slightly changed. So I'm going to give it 3 stars. I like the movie.
I'm going to go 2. I just thought, like I say, the first 30 minutes. I mean, the opening was cool. But, I mean, it's just like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? You know, and we're introducing, like, the stupid, which, I mean, you know, it's like kid movie stuff, and I'm not a kid, maybe that's the problem. Like, the stupid, whatever he is, the cop, you know, with the leg brace and the dog and stuff. Get back here, you! Mm-hmm. You know, and it's just like, I've moved on, Pat, you know. It could be simply that I'm not well, the thing is, you know, whatever. It just seemed like...
I can't imagine kids liking the movie, it's the thing, because it's way too boring. And
I
can't
know,
imagine
it's boring for me.
If adults really digging into it and wanting repeated viewings because it's long and it's really aimed for children in a weird way. So the only audience this movie has is film fanatics who are obsessed with that time in history. But
but that's me. But I don't because I guess of the kid aspects of it. Then it puts me off because of all the kid stuff, which the kids probably don't care about because they're not watching it. It's just weird. It's a weird movie. It's like, who is this? And it's just like, I love Jude Law, and it was just like, oh God, you know. So then the most interesting character in it is in it for what? 4
seconds, like
minutes, you know. And I just thought, oh my God. And then then his dad has to. The best person in the movie has to die, you know. And I generally find, I don't know why they put this stuff in kids' movies, but I generally find this stuff like this, I don't know how you describe it, this sad stuff, the melancholy stuff, whatever this stuff is with the robot, and why ain't it working? You know, what's going on? You know, and it's frustrating. And as a viewer, you're frustrated. It's like, I don't want to watch a movie and be frustrated that the robot stopped, and oh God, what are we gonna do to get the robot to work? And to me, that's what the movie was. It was like, oh, you know, look at this, you know, and at the magical moments where it was like, oh, I've got this robot, and we're building it, and, you know, the dad's alive. And then we found out that, you know, that's cool, and that's, you know, warms the heart. And then we find out the dad died. You know, and the frickin' uncle comes, and it's like, yeah, come on, your dad's dead. You know? Yeah. You know, and it's just like, there's too much, just too much sadness in it for me, you know, and it's just, and also the asshole, the kid had the book, you know, this notebook of whatever, and then this asshole, does he really burn it, or does he fake burn it?
He fakes burn it.
But, you know, to even, like, here's the ashes, kid. You know, the last remnants of the last thing you cared about, kid. Take a hike. I mean, it's like, I don't need to see that. I mean, that's just shit.
Sad things like in movies like that, work for me really well if it's done right. But you
I
have to
just
really,
don't think.
you have to care about the characters, and I didn't.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
that's
have you ever really cared about it? Like thinking back on your Martin Scorsese filmic experience, have you really cared about any of the characters?
I think Taxi. I care about Travis, whatever
You
his
do?
name is. Yeah, well, maybe I don't know about care, but I feel
I mean, he's
for him.
interesting to watch.
No, I feel
but-
for him. No, I feel for him. And in the whole, I really feel for him when he like takes her to the porno. But he's completely, he's completely, what's the word? Matt, you should know it. Ignorant.
Yeah.
Just kidding. He's completely ignorant, and to him it's normal, you
Yeah.
know. And her reaction, I feel so bad for him
Okay.
in that scene. So yeah,
See, I
do.
just view those things as well. They happened, but I don't really.
Well, what's
I don't get
interesting to
scared.
me is, I wonder what about movies that connect to you. I mean, I wonder what exactly connects you, because
I don't know.
in all argument, in all honesty, I mean, every movie's the same thing. You just get shown things. I mean,
Yeah.
in some of them you get connected, and some you don't. I wonder what
I think
hooks you.
I didn't notice my problem with Martin Scorsese until I was talking about The Departed with my friend, and then
okay.
I started thinking back on it, and I think it really comes down to the way the movies are written. He basically just takes the page and he puts it on screen.
Oh.
Whereas other people try to find like what is the character's motivation for doing this and stuff. And I mean, maybe he does that, but it doesn't come through. But like we were just talking about Spielberg, you care for Brody and his entire family within the first 20 minutes of Jaws, and like you're exposed to the family for 10 minutes total, like maybe in the entire movie. But you're really just like struck with them, and when the boy gets hurt, you're just like, oh my God, that boy can't be hurt. He's just in shock. Oh thank God.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want him. When you see that shot of him getting dragged
Yeah.
out and his legs are coming up,
Yeah.
you're like, no, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is.
That is interesting. What is it in those movies that's not in these
Yeah.
other ones? That
Yeah, and
is it something in the writing, or how the writing is transformed?
yeah,
onto the
or
screen?
how you work with the actors, because it can't be the actors thing, because like De Niro is one of the best actors in the world. He's worked with like Leonardo DiCaprio for the past 10 years, and DiCaprio I think is one of the best actors I've ever seen. Like Titanic, you get really emotionally attached to with Jack, and like even Inception, like how are you not like emotionally attached to that character? So it's not the performers. So it has to come down to something either behind the scenes with the writing or the directing, or how paper's put to screen, and it's really really interesting. I want to start. I have a friend who's obsessed with Martin Scorsese. I want to have like a discussion with him. Fortunately, he's in Duluth, so I don't know how that's gonna happen. I don't have his number. Anyway, so Hugo, 3 and 2.
Yeah, well, I think we'll just end it. I just thought that and having all them side characters in the little court
Yeah.
in the train station, I don't care about and the oh God, the cop has a thing for the
Rose, or the flower girl.
The flower girl, and another thing I hate in movies like that is it's like he's got a thing for her, so she so she's, because he's got a thing for her, then it all turns out she's got a thing for him too.
That was not in the book either. That was right only
bullshit.
for the movie.
It's like Spielberg shit. It's just like
Spielberg bullshit.
I just hate that because trust me, that's not how life is, and it's just when I see that kind of cheat stuff,
Yeah.
I'm just like, go to hell, and everything, and like the happy ending and all that shit. I think I want to just cut it off.
Yeah,
I'm just getting
we're done.
pissed off.
God damn it, Hugo.
Hugo's, I think it's all screwed up. And when I watched it, I was like, I couldn't believe that it was, but I don't, if you saw the Oscars rant, that it was nominated for Best Picture. Gee.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I understand it just because like the Oscars are about movies, and so
Yeah.
when they get a movie about movies, of course it's going to get nominated. So, I mean, and it's about movies but not criticizing movies or the behind the scenes of movies, like because you get something like The Player, which sort of criticizes,
Oh God.
and it's and they're like, well, no, I don't even care if it's Robert Altman, no. So like you get Scorsese doing a loving tribute to movies.
Yeah.
Of course, they're just going to be like print out an Oscar for that man.
Yeah, and it's got drama and all that
Yeah.
crap. So we'll just cut it off right there. Thanks for watching.